Hello, and welcome back to Science with Mr. Co. We're using so many screens these days. I thought it might be interesting to take a closer look at how those screens work. This is my phone, and on its screen right now, there's a picture of the blue sky. I thought by using my microscope, I might take a real close look at that screen to see how a screen made of pixels can show me many, many colors. Let's take a look.
Okay, here is the picture that I was looking at on my phone. To look at it at a microscopic level, I had to put my phone onto my microscope while this picture was being displayed on the screen. This is how I did it. Even though the phone is blocking the microscope's light, which is being transmitted up from underneath, the brightness of the screen was enough so that I could see pixels through the eyepieces. A pixel is a very tiny group of three little light bulbs. One of them is red, one of them is green, and one of them is blue. You may be wondering, if we only have three colors to work with, how can a screen show me all the various colors that I can see on a screen? And the answer is that by combining different intensities of each of these three colors, we can create any color in the world. Watch this. For instance, if I combined blue and green light, I can make yellow. If I combine red and blue light, I can make pink. If I combine green and blue light, I can make a light greenish blue. Now I know there are a lot of colors which are missing still, and to create those, you just have to change how bright each one of these light bulbs is. For instance, if I want to make purple, I might start by making pink like this, combining blue and red, and then simply making my red light a little bit dimmer. See? Purple. If I wanted to make orange, I might start by making yellow by combining green and red light, and then reducing how much green there is. See? Orange. Now, for a pixel to show you these different colors, the actual light bulbs themselves are not moving across on top of one another like that. In fact, these pixels are all so small that when we're seeing millions and millions and millions of them on a screen, we can't detect the individual light bulbs here. So if one region of your screen all had its pixels with, say, blue turned all the way off and red and green turned all the way on, the color that we would see in that area of the screen is yellow. See in the box here? Pretty cool. Keep in mind that the screen that you're looking at has millions of pixels on it. Millions. And so what we see on the screen has to do with which of those pixels are at which intensities of red and blue and green. From those three colors, we can make any color in the universe. Pretty hard to believe, right? It is really hard to imagine looking at a screen like I'm sure you are right now, that on that screen there are so many millions of these tiny little groups of bulbs. But I've got proof. Here is the microscopic view of that blue photograph I was showing you on my phone. Do you see the pixels? What I notice is that the blue light bulb of these pixels is brighter than the red and the green ones. The red and green ones aren't all the way off, but they are dimmed down quite a bit, so that the blue color is the brightest one that we see. Cool, right? Here's another photo to investigate. A red box of crackers. When I looked in the microscope, here's what I saw. Do you notice that the red light bulb is brighter than the others? Looks like the blue light bulb is all the way off, or really close to all the way off at least, and then the green light bulb is very dim. And so, when you combine this intensity of color, very low intensity blue, kind of low intensity green, and then pretty high intensity red, you get this color. Neat. Here's the last photo we'll investigate. Some bright green plants. Now, when we look at this photo under the microscope, you might expect the green light bulb to be the only one of the three for each pixel to light up. But that's not the case, is it? I can see a whole bunch of red light bulbs lit up as well. The blue ones are pretty low intensity here, but we're getting a lot of red and a lot of green. Do you remember what we get when we combine red and green light? It's yellow, of course. I suspect that's because these plants are being lit up really brightly by the sun, and so that makes them look a kind of yellowish green color. So to get a yellowish green color, you want to light up the green light bulb pretty much all the way, and then add in some red to make it a yellowish green. Cool. So photos are pretty interesting, but we use our screens to look at videos too, don't we? Let's check out how pixels can show us a video. Here's a video of some food. Watch how the pixels change as what's shown on the screen changes. Isn't that cool? The pixels themselves don't move, but they just change the intensity of the light that they're putting out. I think that's pretty neat. So there you have it, friends. A bit of the science behind our screens. If you're interested in playing around with that light combination tool that I showed in the video, check out the link below. And as always, with your reactions, questions, and comments, please reach out via email or hit me up on the Padlet. See you next time.